Okay guys, so first we're gonna start with panel number 2. That's gonna be the bottom panel. Make sure you don't mix up the panels because the top panel is gonna be a little bit longer than the bottom one. So we're gonna put the first panel to the side. We're gonna grab the second panel and we're gonna flip it over to the other to the bottom part. On the bottom part, there is barely conspicuous little holes to hold the legs in. And by the way, we're gonna use the yellow screws for the legs. Again, this is panel number 2. Now we're just gonna flip the panel over to the other side. So now when you install in the push mechanism, you have to make sure you don't mix up the sides. So basically, this side has to be facing the front. If you guys mix it up and if you lock in the push mechanism, it's very difficult to get it out. We're gonna use hole number 1. And hole number 3. Now the push has to be facing outward. Now we're just gonna put the bottom panel to the side, and we're gonna grab the back panel. So this is the panel number 3. We're gonna grab the LED lights. So now the screw installation is optional. The 3M tape is supposed to hold it quite nicely, but if you guys want, just to be on the safe side, you can install the brackets to hold the LED strip in.
Можешь вырезать это?
Now we're gonna take the panel number 1. We're gonna use the same holes 1 and 3, and then clip it on. Now we're gonna take the side panels, number 6 and 7. Okay, so the way to detach the railings is there is going to be a plastic lever you have to press on. So the first track is going to be installed on panel number 6. Let me see where the panel is. We're going to use hole number 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that when you install it, you slide the track all the way to the back. Now we're gonna take the glass. So the easiest way to remove the paper, if you have a fan to warm it up with, that's the easiest way it's gonna come off. So the glass is gonna have tape on both sides. The second side is gonna have a foggy tape. The reason why they put it there is so that you can see if you want to have a foggy effect around the nightstand or if you want to have a clear glass. So you can just peel off a little bit and see which option works better for you. This tape can stay on if you want the foggy effect. Now we're going to do the exactly same thing with panel number 4 and number 5. But please pay attention that on panel number 7, we did not install the second track. It's going to be installed later on. We're going to use the same hole number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure it's pushed all the way to the back. Okay, we're going to take the bottom panel. So now after you guys installed the locks, now we can install the bottom track. We're gonna use exactly same hole. So number 4 from the back. Now we're gonna take the top piece, number 1. Make sure it's nice and tight. And we're gonna lock in the screws. Okay, now we're gonna assemble the drawers. When you install it, so there's going to be 4 pieces in the box. When you install it, it's going to be 2 for each drawer. You're just going to make sure that the slits, they match on all of them. You have to push them in simultaneously. Now the push mechanism is adjustable, so you can adjust how much force you're going to use to close it. And once you peel the tape off, it's going to be nice and shiny. After that, you're just gonna plug this in into the back. Make sure the arrow is connecting to the arrow. You're gonna connect this to the wall charger, and then you're done. When you work the remote, you have to make sure that you're pointing at the receiver. Okay, so we're gonna take panel number 3, and we're gonna push the LED through. By the way, when you install the LED strip, you gotta make sure that the pre-cut holes for the screws, they're facing inward, not outside. Now, when you're putting the side panels to connect with panel number 3, you have to make sure that the tracks are facing up. So it's the top track that has to be facing up.